Okay, this is going to be my second clip. And today we're going to be talking about a budding flower. Well, this should be this is the first chapter of my book, Breakfast Salad and things about it. And the reason why I wrote this is just to make us understand and realize why relationship needs to be taken care of. If you don't take care of your relationship, so many things, thorns will keep growing out of it. And sometimes you find people that have so many expectations and they just feel love is what they want. But sometimes they don't just put in the required effort so that will make the relationship look the way they want it ought to be. So now, a budding flower, when you walk through a garden and you sit quietly just to enjoy the beauty of nature, it brings you so much joy and just like you enjoy what you see and you get to see that nature has a way of displaying how life is or should be treated. Nature tells us how we should treat life. If you're able to put so much into nature, it brings out something beautiful. It brings out something beautiful. And when you put so much effort in nature, it helps you to realize that relationship is not just talk alone. Relationship takes a lot of hard work. It takes a lot of hard work to see it work out. So, and when people come to realize that relationship takes a whole lot of hard work, it helps us to find a way to balance the euphoria we have about just this love idea. That love has to just work out regardless of me putting my effort. Some persons don't believe in putting so much into it to see it work out, and that's why we have so many cases of breakfast. Although we have some school of thought that have actually had it, they've actually had put so much energy in it, and still it didn't work out. Well, we're going to be discussing that too in several subsequent series. Then we get to know why those things still come up after putting up so much into it, and it still doesn't just work out. So for today, I just want us to know that relationship is like a budding flower. You know what a budding flower is? A budding flower is a flower that is yet to a flower that is growing. A budding flower is a flower that is just let me say it's a growing plant, a growing plant. So firstly, before you even have that green plant, you put in at the back of your mind that you need to plant a seed. And so after we've all started, after let's say for instance I'm in love with someone and we've decided that okay, we have to start a relationship, we want to be in a relationship. Now, what are we going to do? Are we just going to keep fantasizing on our ideas, or are we just going to put everything to work? So I'm not all for the okay work, but I think what makes relationship and marriage relationship work out is work. It's not just I like the idea. It's not just we start first, then later on we just allow it to just keep swinging and swinging and like wherever it leads. No, it takes a whole lot of work to bring out something meaningful out of all relationships. So for all relationship, I'll end finally by saying this: for all relationship are like a seed that is soon to become a beautiful flower if given all its need. So let's just say let's just say that there's a chance of us having less breakfast if we put if we see our relationship as a budding flower, as a plant, or as a seed that require our efforts, that require our attention, that require our communication, that require our money, that require our time, that require our space. Not just the first idea or not just the first initial attempt to get the person, but there have to be the grooming, there have to be the nurturing, there have to be the caring. It has to keep going on and on and on till even when you get married, even when you get all your kids, it's just you just have to keep continuing the process, and that is how it. Because Because now if you go to a garden, you don't just put the seed in the ground and you leave. No, it doesn't work that way. You have to come back. You have to keep caring for that seed. You have to keep nurturing it. You have to apply some fertilizer. You have to trim sometimes, and you have to do so many things. And I am an agriculturist. I know that when you plant seeds, sometimes it takes months, sometimes it takes years. And you see some farmers, they keep their eyes on that tree. They keep their eyes on that plant because they believe there's something that's going to come out of it. They don't just give up regardless of the effort. The person spend money on resources just to see that their plants don't die. And that's the same thing relationship needs. We are all humans. If people can spend so much effort to grow beans, yam, cassava just for the tummy, just for the stomach, then how much more of human beings? They are very important. Our emotions are important. Our feelings are important. And you find some persons, they don't just agree with this tending. They don't just agree with this nurturing. They just feel the person just understand. If I just say I love you and that is all, they don't feel the person needs to be cared for. And emotions are very, very expensive and very, very tender. They are like kids. I'm not saying we don't grow into maturity, but our emotions are very, very tender. Let me just go with that one. So if you don't take care of people's emotions, if you don't care for them by loving, by tendering, by showing all of those concerns, seriously, regardless of all the intentions you have, if you don't put them to good work, your relationship, breakfast can still be served. You can still feel, you can still be dumped. So let's just see how, you can still be dumped, and let's just see how this breakfast thing we can just be able to see the way we ought to see, and we get to see the reason why it is happening, so that we get to have, in our minds, you can heal from it first, and you can also learn how to move on and start something new. And when you're starting something new, that's always what I always pray for that. When I'm starting a relationship new, I'm becoming a more better person. I don't make mistakes in the past, and I'm matured enough to carry something and become a better person.